Morning, good morning. Hi, Deirdre. Hello, Catherine. Hello, everyone. I'm just sharing it out. Help me share it. And get somebody in here that you want to say good morning to. Who would that be? Let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to call in Andrea, Catherine, Charlie, Marietta, Michelle, Grace Isis, Erica, Linda Lemieux, Josie. Who do you want to call in? Just send them a message and say, hey, we're here. And there's our Annie Banani and Andrew Gregg. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so let's get started. Mary Quincoli, good morning to you. All right, so let's go into our hearts and do the heart brain. Hand on the heart. Slow down the breathing. And add in the love. Add in whatever makes you smile. Whatever it is that you can think about and just get a warm feeling in your heart. I think about our mornings together. It brings a very warm feeling and a smile and joy into my life. Thank you all for being here this morning. And Suzanne is here. And good morning, Suzanne and Kathy. Okay, so the fourth part is to put that smile on your face. So did you do that? Is everybody smiling? If you're smiling, raise your hand. If you're happy and you know it, raise your hand. Anyway, goofy morning. So happy Saturday. And what's going on this Saturday? How you doing? And we have Rick in the house. Thank you, Deirdre, for that. There's Suzanne. I see you now. Awesome. All right, so what did the angels have to say? Saving starfish. Let's see what that's all about. Lala Dilia said self-care is how you take your power back. One morning, an elderly man was walking along the beach when he noticed a young boy picking something off the sand and throwing it into the sea. As he got closer, the man realized the child was throwing stranded starfishes that had washed up on the shore back into the breaking waves. Approaching the boy, the man asked what he was doing. The starfish will die if they're still on the shore when the sun rises, he replied. Perplexed, the old man said, but that's pointless. There are countless miles of beaches and thousands of starfish. It doesn't matter how many you return to the water. You can't make a difference. Unfazed, the boy bent down, picked up another starfish, and tossed it into the sea. It matters to this one, he said. Dear angels, sometimes we think we are not making a difference in the world, or at least not enough of a difference, by our small acts of kindness. It's easy to underestimate the power of small acts, yet these seemingly insignificant gestures have the potential to create ripples of positive change that extend far beyond their initial impact. Making a difference doesn't always require grandiose efforts. Sometimes it's the subtle, compassionate moments that leave an indelible mark on the world. Dear ones, kindness has the ability to spread like a contagious force. When one person experiences a compassionate gesture, they are more likely to pay it forward, creating a chain reaction of positive energy. It's a domino effect that starts with a single act, but has the potential to touch numerous lives. The impact of small acts of kindness extends beyond individuals to communities. Your acts of kindness, no matter how small, contribute to more resilience, support, and inclusivity in your communities. Your small acts of kindness can be the light that illuminates the path for others, creating a brighter, more compassionate world for all. Dear angels, today I promise to do more small acts of kindness. It really isn't how big the act is it? It doesn't matter if we give somebody $1,000 or $10. It's the thought. It's the impact that we're going to make just by doing that act of kindness. Good morning, Kathleen Caputo. Good morning, Leo. And Annie says, but the boy did make a difference in those lives he touched. I love this story. I do too, Annie. I love this story so much because it really drives home the point that, if you can do one thing to help, you've helped so many others. Maybe somebody witnesses that act of kindness and it's a role model for them to go do their own act of kindness. Maybe that boy was just picking up a few starfish, but maybe up the beach there were 100 people picking up starfish. And that's the power of compassion. That's the power of being the change you want to see in the world, isn't it? Good morning, Blue. Headed to the barn. Yay, give Dolly a big old hug from all of us. And Julie Kiss, hello, hello. And yes, happy weekend. Cheers, everyone, on the weekend. It is here. And it's a kind of a yucky day here as far as weather. It's all overcast and gray, and it's wet on the ground. Little Bitty, thankfully, went out and did her business and didn't dilly-dally because it's a little chilly out. And Blue says, I do small acts of kindness each day to feed my soul. Then I get gifted with them. Yep, that's the way it works, because what you put out there, it comes back to you. Usually magnified and really in a huge way, doesn't it? So I'm committing to do acts of kindness. So how about anybody else? You're going to do an act of kindness today, and you don't even have to leave your house to do that act of kindness. Sometimes just calling somebody up that is going through a hard time and saying, are you okay? Or sending them a message or sending them something funny to laugh at or to giggle at. That helps a lot too. It raises the vibration. So, yeah, I'm going to do more acts of kindness today. And Kathy says, today is our last sunny and warm day here, rainy and colder tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's what's happening here too, Kathy. It's we had some beautiful days, absolutely gorgeous. And now it's like, oh, it's winter now. Or what feels like winter. It may not be the actual season of winter, but it sure does feel like it. And how about that full moon last night? Did anybody get a glimpse of it? Because it was cloudy here, but it was weird because the clouds were moving so fast. And so the moon was covered, and then the next thing I know, it was uncovered, and it was just gorgeous to see it. And Prachetta, good morning, sweet Prachetta. And Deirdre says, that's what I do all the time. I look for folks who need a kind word or some encouragement in their lives. Yeah, I know, right? When somebody lets us know that they're having a hard time, we had, for a while there, we had some people in classes and studying, and we could always just send them a message to lift them up. Andrea, love doing acts of kindness. It fills my heart as well. It does. Yeah. Annie says, Kathy, we have a cold front coming here soon, then permanent cold coming. You're turning into a southerner. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, Kathy. And don't you want to move a little further south, from what I understand, unless that has changed? I know you had talked about North Carolina for a while. Yes, Annie, the full moon was amazing. All right, so what does Kuan Yin have to say to us? Dream your dreams. Trust that the desires in your heart are placed there lovingly by the universe. You are meant to dream of what you dream. I love that card. Sometimes we don't really understand why we have a passion for something, or why our heart goes out in a certain way when there's things going on in the world. But it's a dream. And in our dream state, we get the downloads, we get the information we need when we have a mission or a passion. So dream your dreams. They're supposed to be there. And Annie says, I'm laughing at spell check. I was trying to say soon we will have permanent cold here. Well, what did you say? You have permanent cold coming. I don't know. Anyway, Kathy, yes, you still plan to retire from the lab and move in about 2 to 3 years. Awesome. Prachetta, hello. Today, Goofy gave Prachir a tough time. Didn't want to go for his walk. We were running in circles around the whole house trying to make him wear his coat. And Prachir then sat down and Goofy quietly came to him. Yeah, the dog that I'm house sitting for, she does that sometimes. And then I'll take her outside because she'll whine and cry that she wants to go out. And I take her outside and she just plops down in the grass. And I'm like, what's that all about? I don't know. Maybe just wanting to be outside in the fresh air. And he says, oh, I have dreams all day in my mind, and dream big. Yeah, dream big. If you're going to dream, go for it. Go for the gusto. Thank you, Deirdre, for posting the 10 million for world peace. Today is day 28. Can you believe we're on day 28 of October? Only a few more days, but at least we have those few days, and we can do something miraculous with that. It's because of the lunar eclipse? Yeah, well, the little one that I'm pet sitting, she's really missing her mommy and daddy. They've been gone now for a few weeks. So she's feeling it, and I think she's anticipating them coming home in a few days. So she's on high alert, let me tell you. Last night was miserable. Every noise she heard, she was running to the door or running to the window and barking at air. It was like, okay, this is going to be a long night, isn't it? And he says, Blue, my fairy fae, how I love you play. The fae do play. It's going to show in India 1 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. Oh, the lunar eclipse. Okay. Well, I don't know. Didn't we just have an eclipse? I think we had a solar eclipse. So now we're having a lunar eclipse. Okay. Blue says, so there is an event at the barn today. Dolly's leg is very swollen. I'm headed to hose it down in the midst of the chaos. I am balanced and calm. Good for you. Yeah, you have to. You know, you have to stay calm because animals know when you're not. They pick up on that energy if you're not calm. So what's everybody else doing with your weekend? We have a workshop today. We are going to talk about emotional empowerment. And we're doing that at 5 o'clock this afternoon Eastern Time. So if you have not registered, just let me know that you want to be there and I'll send you the link. We've got a good committee. We got a good group, a good class that's going to be there. So if you want to join in, it's going to be fun. Let's just come have fun together today. Suzanne said it was 19 degrees in South Dakota. Jillian sent me a video of Luna zipping through the yard. She will have to buy booties for Luna. Oh, that would be fun to see, especially when the snow comes, right? And Kathy, we were out admiring the moon by the fire pit, and Scooby was on high alert. I think he is affected by the moon. I think so. Yeah, the moon, it really does affect our moods. And, we are mostly water, so it's going to have a pull on our energy for sure. It will be 4 a.m. in India. I know, sweet Prachetta. I do know it's going to be later for you, and I'm sorry about that. But, I offered it at 3 different times, and this one just happens to be 5 o'clock today. Okay, well, I'm hoping you can be there, Blue. It's at 5 o'clock, so maybe you'll be done by then. Kathleen says, still decluttering, doing a Halloween photo shoot and videos with Hotto Bear. Oh, what fun. Catherine, just let me know and I'll send you the link, honey, because at this point, I would have to receive your registration and then get the email out. So just let me know if you want to be there, and I will send you the link to join in at 5 o'clock today. So anybody else that wants to be there, just give me the word. And Catherine, I thought I had sent you the link because you'd registered before. And it will be the same link that you came in on the other one. Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you for sure. Okay, well then, anybody else want to share any good news or happy news or anything going on with you before we do a few of the messages? Yay to messages. And I have asked someone to edit my new book, the book about my life. And I'm thinking of changing, because I had heard a few years ago, actually, I heard the name of it, but I'm kicking around a revision on the title of the book. So we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty sure I have someone that's going to edit it for me and help me to really pull it together. And, once I have somebody in place, that's going to be motivation for me to get cranking and get those chapters written and out there. So, yes, I will send it to you, Catherine. 6429. Okay, I don't have a page 6429. So maybe you're choosing 2 pages, Annie. I don't know. It's one of those funny days, All right, so let's go to 64 and see what's on that page. When each of you strive to create a world that works for all, then peace will prevail. It's up to you to make that path so others can join you in walking on it. I love that message. Thank you for choosing page 64, because I think that's something we all need to hear, that it takes all of us, right? I often say it takes a village for us to reach 10 million people, and it does. It takes many of us constantly putting it out there, sharing the information, sharing the links, sharing the meditation when we go live, and coming in with us. So, yeah, this was written even before we started 10 million for world peace. But it's so true that if we want a world that we're happy with, a world that's a pleasure to live in, then we have to make that happen. We have to, each one of us, strive to make it a happy place. And Suzanne, Sam is doing still well. I am doing well, and the cuppa is a huge part of that. Oh, sweet one. I'm so happy to hear that Sam's doing well. That really warms my heart. So thank you for sharing about that. And I'm just going to go ahead and type in your prayer requests, because we'll do a few of these messages and then we'll go into our hearts. All right, page 29. And Leo, how's your mom doing? I see you're putting healing prayers in for Stephen Brodsky. Yeah, schizophrenia is a very sad disease. So we'll lift Stephen up and let us know how your mom's doing. All right, page 29 says, we encourage you to come to your meditation time and sit with focused intent. Let all else that surrounds you fall to the background. Yes, indeed. When we have focused intent, such as we do with the peace meditation, world peace, then there's a sense of purpose, isn't there? There's a sense that we're doing something, we're taking an action. Meditation has many, many ways to go. You can sit in silent meditation. You can do a trance meditation where you just allow yourself to just go into wherever you go in your energy. Or you can have an awareness meditation, mindfulness. There's so many ways you can work with meditation. I love that. And so Deirdre has chosen page 10. And let's see what that's all about. And Deirdre's offering us our morning prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace and attention to human trafficking would save someone's child. Thank you, Deirdre. And a reminder that tomorrow afternoon or evening at 5 o'clock, I'm doing an ancestral healing of the 7-generation clearing. So what that means is we're going to meet on Zoom. It's private, so it won't be live streamed. And when we meet, I will guide us into going back 7 generations on both sides, the mother's side and the father's side. And we'll actually go in and feel into the energy of those generations and see what needs to be cleared, and we'll have the angels help us clear it. And then we'll go forward to 7 generations. So I hope that you all want to join in on that. If you feel like you need ancestral clearing, that's the place to be tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Please send Bo, who is going through cancer, and his wife. We certainly will, Kathleen. Thank you. And Leo says, Mom is doing okay, I guess. She's finally now, but recovering from pneumonia she caught at the hospital. Oh my gosh. Finally home, okay. And recovering from pneumonia. Well, let's lift her up for that for sure and clear that out of her system. Thank you for sharing, Leo. All right, page 10. We have every faith in you that you are up to the task at hand. In those moments when you think you cannot go forward, when you're holding on for dear life, feel our love filling you up and helping you see your own strength. We are here on purpose, and so are you. We want the same outcome for you, to succeed in all things. We want you happy, joyful, and free. Who did that? That was you, Deirdre, wasn't it, that chose page 10? I love that message. You know, sometimes when we think about the angels, we think that they're just, this special energy that doesn't have any concerns, doesn't really, they don't have human feelings. They do have feelings, but not the way that we express our emotions. And we don't think about how they are here on purpose to help us humans through this lifetime. And so they have a job to do. That is their job. And each one of the archangels especially have certain assignments that they do, like Michael is our guardian. What a huge job that is. And sometimes we don't think about that. We don't think about the fact that, there's so much going on our earth plane, and Michael constantly trying to protect and guard and help us understand our own power, and Gabriel bringing messages to us all, helping us with clarity. Sometimes it feels so muddy and murky, and I just think, oh my gosh, I'm sure Gabriel is not stressing, but is wanting us to really straighten up and fly right, to really get our stuff together, because sometimes we can be a mess here on this planet, can't we? Sometimes we look at the things that humans do to one another, and it's just that energy of, boy, I wonder what the angels are thinking about this. I wonder what is going on there with the angels when they want us to succeed. They want to help us to be the best we can be. And here we are fighting with each other, over sometimes trivial things. And we're so more involved in material things than we are spiritual things at times. I feel for the angels and their jobs that they have to do here. And so when I sit with them, I try to show a lot of gratitude. I try to make them feel that they are important, because they are. And I don't think we share that gratitude enough with them. So if you talk to the angels, if you invoke their energy in your lives, make sure that you share gratitude and let them know how you feel about them and the important work that they do here on earth. Kathleen, busy tomorrow too, but setting goal to be available for ancestral healing. There is a pre-registration for the ancestral healing, Kathleen. I know that Enlightened World sent out a newsletter with the link. Let me see if I can just grab the link real quick for the pre-registration. And anybody that wants to register can do so. Okay. Let me put it in the comments. There you go. That's the pre-registration. So what that means is you click on that link, and then you tell me that you're going to be there, and you give me an email address, and then you're registered. So when it comes time at 5 o'clock tomorrow Eastern time, tomorrow afternoon, you just come back in and it'll let you in. If you don't pre-register, it won't let you in. So do it before the 5 o'clock time tomorrow. Good morning, Erica. How are you doing, sweetie? Oh, it's good to see you on the morning show. Good to have you here. I know our people that work during the week, it's such a delight to have you here on the weekends, like you and Suzanne and Kathy. And Suzanne, please keep my son-in-law Justin and his co-workers in your prayers. He's overseas again. He certainly will. Can I put it in Cuppa? Sure. Let me go there. And somebody just made her presence known, didn't she? Okay, it is in Cuppa. So hopefully, if you all want to be there, you'll be able to have access to it. You can also go on Enlightened World Network on Facebook, and I think they have it there on their page. I'll make sure. I'll put it in again on the page. Alrighty. You're welcome, Kathleen. Okay. So any other prayer requests, go ahead and type those in. And just the announcement of the 10 million at 1 o'clock today. Come in at 1 and find yourself a seat, find a place to be comfortable, and share out the information, share out the live that we are on, that we do a meditation starting at 1:11. So if you come in a little early, then you'll catch the whole meditation, and you'll be there to help others to find it. You found Colin. Oh, I'm so glad, Kathy. He's staying with a friend. You might see him today sometime, and prayers that you can use the right words. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I pray that you can. I think just expressing your love, love heals. And I know that you have done that over the years, that he's been struggling with this problem of addiction. But just love. That's all that's needed right now. We can't fix others. We can't do the work for them. They have to want to do the work. But you can be the motivation. You can be the role model of what it would look like to live in a world without having to feel like you have to be in an altered mind state. So be that model. That's what we all can do for those that we love, that are caught up in addictions and whatever that looks like. There's so many different kinds of addictions, but we can be the role model. We can show what it looks like to enjoy life and to want to be here. That's the other thing, is show that you desire to be here on the planet and enjoy every moment of being here. Okay, so what else is happening? I'm getting ready for Halloween, right? It's not my favorite holiday, but it can be a fun holiday. I think years ago when I was a kid, it was fun. It was just pure innocent fun, and we'd go out and just have a blast, and there was trust. We trusted that the neighborhood that we lived in was not going to harm us, that we were going to go out and just have a fun night and end up with lots of candy and maybe a bellyache afterward. But today, there's not that energy of trust. Today, most of the kids that I know, anyway, that I know of, are trunk or treating, where it's just very concentrated and they meet somewhere. But it's shifted and changed over the years from what it used to be. And Kathleen says, Kathy, when I don't know what to say, I just ask Source to speak the words through me. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Just be a conduit and just be open to whatever those words are. Just put yourself in a place where you're going to be neutral yourself, and then you let Spirit guide the words of what to say. Yes, that's exactly it, Kathy. That's really the best thing that we can do, is not try to preach, not try to judge or criticize. Just be neutral. Just go into it with, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. And then let Spirit take it from there. So I'm so happy that you found him, Kathy. And what's going on with Marlena? Did she find a job yet, or have any more interviews or possibilities? Because I think she will. pretty soon. It feels like it. It feels like she's ready. I don't think she was ready before, but it feels ready now with her energy. Okay, well, let's go into our prayers and just type into the comments if there is a prayer that you want to say for our world. If there's something that you want to lift up, it doesn't have to be a disaster. It doesn't even have to be something that's wrong or that is a trouble in the world. What would you like to say to Spirit about our world, about this earth plane that we're living on? Let's just type those in. Type in anything that you would like to share as a prayer for Mama Gaia. And let's just share some love and some lifting up of our earth plane right now as we go into our hearts. Oh, I'm so glad, Kathy. Yeah, I've been praying for that to open up for her. So let's just see it happening and see it real. That's the thing. If we hold that energy as real, then it's more likely to manifest quicker. Okay, Deirdre, I pray that every human sees the love that they are, sitting on our Mama Gaia's back, who also is love. Pure love. You know, we were all created with love. That's what we are. That's our innate being, is love. And we constantly strive to get back to that feeling that we are pure love. So thank you, Deirdre, for that prayer for all humans and for our beautiful planet Earth. So if anyone else wants to share a prayer, what you would put out there into the universe for our planet and for the people on the planet. Kathleen, prayer for the unconditional love of Source reaches the heart of every being, and they act from that love always. Yes, we lift that up to Source and let Holy Spirit take that message. Annie, praying for the homeless and the hungry and our whole earth for world healing of love and peace and unity. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Annie, for that prayer. Suzanne says, I have a little glass sphere that has our planets etched in it. I put a drop of holy water on it and ask God for peace for our whole galaxy. I love that. Oh my gosh, I got chills when you typed that in, Suzanne. Prayers for peace for our whole galaxy. Beautiful. And Charlie, good morning to you. We're offering up our prayers today. So anything that you would like to put out, Charlie, or anybody else who hasn't shared yet, if you'd like to put a prayer out to the universe for our planet, or now we've gone beyond the planet and included the entire galaxy. I love that. All right, so let's go into our hearts and lift all these prayers that you've typed in and any others that you're still typing, and anybody that you placed in the circle for healing and to be lifted up, and lifting up our sweet Dolly and any other of our animals and pets that you want to put in. I want to lift up little Magi that I have been pet sitting for, and just prepare her for her folks returning home. I know that's going to be a very emotional time. So preparing her and getting her ready to see her folks again. So anybody else, Sam, Suzanne's dog Sam, let's ask for continued healing and for Sam to continue to do well. And let's just go there to that heart center. Breathe in and focus in on your heart. This is a focused prayer. So we're intending with our prayers to lift up any who are in need, anyone, anywhere that has a struggle, a challenge, a fire that you're going through. And we also lift up those who are celebrating answered prayers celebrating good things that are going on. So we're lifting and we're celebrating and we're lifting the vibration even higher, asking that Spirit see each prayer that we offer up and that they're answered for the best and highest good of all, which we really don't know what that looks like. It's not up to us. And so we just lift the prayers. We say the names. And we ask for Spirit to help us to then let go, releasing the energy and letting go of the outcome. No expectations. The only thing we ask is that the prayers be seen and heard. And then we just trust from there. We trust in a Creator who wants the best for us, who wants the best possible outcome in each situation. And so we step away then from the prayers. See yourself disengaging. See yourself coming back to neutral, back to that place where we don't know what to do. We don't have all the answers. All we know is that we can show compassion, empathy, we can show love, and then leave it at that. Shower each name with love, and then step away. And the same thing with what's going on in each of our lives. We don't know what the best outcome might be. We might think a certain way. We might hope for an outcome, but we don't know if that's for our best and highest good. So having trust, living a life of trust, means we let go. And in the letting go, we're empowered, because then we're not holding the reins. We're not saying it has to be this way or it has to be that way. We just let go and receive the miracle. So we're praying for miracles today, lifting up our prayers, raising our voices, holding out our arms of love, and asking Creator to see and to answer for the best and highest good of all. Now breathe into your heart and breathe in love. And breathe out love. And on your next breath into your heart, just say, you can say it out loud or to yourself, love, peace, joy in my heart. Love, peace, and joy in my heart. And then exhale that out, the love and the peace and the joy. And then breathe in again, love, peace, and joy in my home. And exhale it, love, peace, and joy in my home. And one more breath in, love, peace, and joy in our world. Hold that thought. Feel it full of love in your heart. And then exhale it out into the world. Love, peace, and joy in our world. May peace prevail on our earth. May every being on our planet feel that energy that we just sent out. Those ripples of love, those waves that go out from us. May it touch everyone on the planet, every animal, all of nature, all of the waterways. We send love and peace and joy. And then we give love and gratitude to each other, don't we? So here we go. But first, I want to see if there were any other prayers while we did that. Prayers for you and Erica. Thank you, Charlie. And Kathy says, "Ooh, my mom-in-law is doing very well after her surgery. I know all the cancerous tissue is gone." And thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Kathy. We'll share in that celebration. And Annie, praying for the bonds of addiction to be off of our loved ones, and may the chains be broken off of our family. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you for that prayer, Annie. And Kathy says, "Please pray for some spirits in my house who evidently haven't crossed over, who have been throwing things to get my attention. I've been telling them to go to the light, and has been a lot over the past week." Well, Catherine, let's talk, and let's join forces together and bring in more light into their, so that they can move on. And Annie, you're not alone. I have my son and many family members. I love you, Kathy. We all love you, Kathy Hand. Yeah, it's an interesting experience to have the spirits that are not content, and so they feel like they have to create havoc in your world. And Marietta is here. Hello, sweet Marietta. Oh, I've been thinking about you so much, Marietta. I really hope I get some time with you when I come to Florida, and I would love that, to come visit and to be there and see you and sweet dreams and the sweet babies, and of course Ed. And Marietta says, "May Spirit lift us higher and higher. Light is all that we require. Love is all that we desire." How beautiful is that? That needs to be a meme, I think. Okay, so let me get Leo queued up. And let's start giving the love and the gratitude.
It's time to get up and get ready, because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go.
Come on, come on.
Let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. Peace for peace, so let me shuffle.
How about a little love and gratitude, y'all? Thank you, Deirdre. Thank you, Charlie. Oops, wrong one. It's scrolling. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, Kathy. So much love going on up in here. I love it. Triple A. Peace in the pod, baby mantras. Thank you. I love you. Oh, Kathy, I'm so glad you got to Bob in time. Full of joy.
There really is no secret. We're simply
accept, align, allow. AAA, y'all.
Morning cuppa full of joy, a flurry day at age. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy, a flurry day at age. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Full of joy. Woo! Thank you, Leo. Alrighty, I will see you all at 1 o'clock today. Let's come in and do a beautiful meditation on peace, sending peace out into our world. Thank you for your prayers today. Thank you for those who helped formulate the prayers and type them into the chat. That was a beautiful offering from those of you who did that. Thank you for it. And just stay in your hearts, stay blessed, and I will see you later. Namaste, y'all.